What is good, CV Nation? Welcome back to another live stream. Today's it's a different live stream, right? Because number one, I haven't done a live stream in forever.
It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. Number two, we're doing the first tier list, officially starting with the tier list on the channel, which is something that I said I was going to incorporate into the channel moving forward after that whole channel update situation. So I planned on doing two. Kind of didn't. I was just like, I don't really want to do them. But this was one that was like, hey, this could be fun. This could be cool. So today we're going to tier rank every single MCU post-credit scene. Those are the scenes that show up after the credits, hence the name post-credit scene. We're gonna rank. There's like around 30 of them, I want to say. I haven't finished with the tier list. We're gonna do that real soon. We're gonna wait for some people to get in here. We got Trevor in here. What's going on, man? What is going on? How are you doing today? But yeah, for a while, we're just going to hang out here. I'm going to finish. Well, first of all, I'm going to post this on Instagram just so we can get maybe hopefully a little more people in here. Going to set that countdown right there. All right, that's added. Sweet. Okay, now I'm just going to finish up that tier list because I was trying to, but I didn't get around to it. So let me come here. If you guys in the chat have any questions, anything you want to ask, any sort of Q&A type things related to the MCU is what I'd prefer. But if you just have anything you want to say, go ahead and send it in. I'm sure AJ will keep up with the chat here.
I certainly will.
Certainly will.
Certainly will.
All right. Okay. I'm just going to find. Did I do that? Let me see this. I'm not sure if I did. I did that one. All right. So I just got to do this. Okay, this could take a little amount of time. Nothing terrible though. Nothing terrible. All righty. Okay, just got to find the right frame. Great. Let's go with that.
Tier ranking the Stan Lee cameos. Trev asked.
That is one that I was thinking about. Yeah. I think. What do you think, AJ? Should we do that? I want to do that.
I think that would be cool. I feel like Stan Lee has made other cameos, not just in the MCU films, or just not just Marvel. Because I was watching Heroes, and I know that he makes a cameo on that show actually. So I don't know. Right. Yeah, there's a lot of cameos for Stan Lee out there,
for sure. But we'll definitely do that.
Yep.
We won't just limit it to the MCU. We'll expand beyond it, but that's definitely one that I'd like to do for sure.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Okay, let's get that one. Guardians 2 is the one that's giving me the most trouble because that has like 5.
Yeah, like some of them have like more than 1 or 2. So I was looking into that earlier. I was like, there's a lot of post-credit scenes, but it's like mid-credit scenes too. So
yep. Okay, just gotta. All right.
And I found that most of the mid-credit scenes are like more interesting than the post-credit scenes, but that's just me.
That's actually yeah. I can see that because a lot of the mid-credit ones kind of. I think here's what the reasoning is behind that. I think a lot of post-credit scenes are just like for the fans. They just want to wait. Because they know something's going to come up. So they just give them like a humorous scene. But most people leave pretty early from the theater. So they're like, if you want to hint something in the future or hint at something in the future, you want to do it as soon as you possibly can. Yeah. So
like after the credits, the animated credits, basically.
Yeah. After the cool looking credits, they do the mid-credit scene. And that's usually when most people leave nowadays. But all right, I'm around. I'm at Homecoming. I just got to get both of those. Okay. I'll get that one too.
Stranger Boy in here. Stranger Boy 101.
What's going on? As always. What's going on? What's up, yeah, for sure. Always in here. All righty. Let's get that. Let's get the Vulture scene. All righty. What else is there? Thor Ragnarok.
I'm interested to see your rankings on these because some of these movies I know that you don't really care for, but I'd like to see your thoughts on the post-credit scenes.
Yeah, I think for the most part I have a pretty reasonable list when it comes to the post-credits.
Yeah,
But
same here. I don't think I have too many hot takes.
I don't know. Maybe we're just being ignorant and people find our takes hot. So who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe.
Alrighty. Okay, I can't really find any better quality for this image, so this is what we're gonna have to roll with.
That's okay.
Alrighty, Black Panther. Oh god, still got a wild go. Black Panther. Not a movie I particularly care for, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like that's changed. You were okay with it, and now you're like, no.
I was okay with it. I think I'm still okay with it. But yeah, I think a lot of people like it more than me. I think a lot of people are starting to come around on it. A lot of people are saying that they think it's overrated. So I'd say I don't like saying it's overrated. I would just say like it's not my preferred MCU movie. It's pretty low on my list. But okay, let's get that. Infinity War only had one, if I'm not mistaken. So did Ant-Man and the Wasp, unless I'm missing something.
I think Ant-Man and the Wasp only had one as well.
All right, so it's just that one dusting scene. I think that's pretty recognizable. We don't have to go with anything spectacular. All right, let's see if there's any movement in the chat. Not really. All righty. And this is basically just going to function as a video. People can just look at it later on.
Yeah.
Watch it the way they would a regular video. But we're just doing it live because I can never find the time to edit these things.
Yeah.
Endgame did not have a post-credit scene.
No, it just had like a sound towards the end of the credits.
Which was like, a nice reference.
It was nice. That was really nice, but yeah, not an actual scene. So,
all right, for Far From Home. Alrighty, where's it at? Oh god, please tell me it's here. No, I don't see it. Maybe if I do this FFH post credits, let's do that. Okay, this is fine, and then let's do this. Can I find a good image? Please tell me I can find a good image. Okay, this is the best we're gonna have to do though. This is the best we can do. All right, do that. Sweet. I'm gonna go to here. I'm gonna do upload a set of images. Let's do that. It should show up.
Film Fanatic Cody is in here. What's up, man?
Of course he is. Of course he is. Okay. Okay, wait. Command. Can I just do Command A, right? Okay, sweet. Open all these images. Oh, great. 33 files. Okay, I think I got it right. I think I got all of them. What tiers should we be doing for this? I go by letters, so
okay.
That's what I'm asking. Right now, there's S, A, B, C, D. If you want to keep it at that, we can keep it at that. If you want to add some lower tiers, we can add some lower tiers.
I feel like that's fine. What's there?
S is like top of the line. I think. Yeah, okay, that's fine because these are post-credit scenes. Okay?
Yeah, they're not like the movies themselves, like as a whole.
Okay, I think I got. Crap, that's not good. I think I gotta log in first, which I do have an account, so that shouldn't be a problem.
To me, most of these post-credit scenes I feel like are decent. I don't put them in like really high regards or like think they suck usually. Some of them do. Some of them do suck, but usually they're not like out of this world fantastic, you know.
Yeah, there's only a couple that are like monumental. Other than that, they're pretty tame for the most part. Which
in general,
there's nothing wrong with being tame. It's just like, you know, there's nothing really of value there. I just please click all these. Oh god,
I don't really think they're meant to be like, you know, they're just like kind of a thank you to the fans, like, you know, a nod to the fans, you know.
Yeah. Can I please click all of them? No. Okay.
Says Far From Home has a great post-credit scene. That's the only good thing about it, though.
Is that what Cody's saying?
That's what Cody said. Yeah, Film Fanatic.
I wouldn't even say that's the best thing about it, or like I wouldn't even say that's like a good thing. Why can I not do this anymore? This is dumb. Why can I not open all of the images?
I think so. There's two different like options. One for the cover, and then one for all the files.
Yep, I saw it. Yep, I was clicking the wrong image, which is so me. All right. Blah 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 blah. Add a URL for image credits. Google.com. This is where I got my images from.
Yep.
All right. SABCD, show extra roads. Nope. All right. Submit the tier list. And I think we are on our way to making the tier list. All righty. We are up and running. Yeah. I appreciate the patience from everyone involved.
Yes, thank you.
All righty. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm gonna post this on Twitter because why not? Let me just get the link.
Get some folks in here.
Blah blah blah. Yes, share, copy, link, post it right here on Twitter. Live right now. I'll just go with that.
And we are live.
Shout out to Chris.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chris from Film Stocked. Alrighty. Tweet. Excuse me. Let's go. Sweet. All right, we're up and running. Got 2 people watching. Guys, if you want to comment your tiers or just say where you would place every single scene as we go through them, perfectly acceptable. I got the tab right here. I will share my screen and we will go through it. Hopefully I'm going to try to spend more around 3 minutes per scene. That way we should be able to pace it pretty well in terms of how fast we go through them. Yeah. But share. And that's looking pretty good. Alrighty.
Yeah, there we go.
Let me just do that a little bit. All right. All right, we're just gonna go in order. So, number 1, we have the wait. Why did it not show up? It should have been in here. Crap. Okay, there it is. Okay, I think some of them are like out of order for whatever reason.
I think they're kind of out of order, but
I added them in order. I don't know why I was doing that, but regardless, we will start from the very beginning. Iron Man 1. The scene, the post-credit scene with Nick Fury showing up for the first time, telling Tony Stark, you're a part of a larger universe, you just don't know it yet. Something along those lines. AJ, I'm going to start with you. Where would you place this specific scene?
Yeah, man. I think this scene kind of was... It means something different when you watch it the first time when it came out than what it means now. Because we didn't really know that it was going to be this huge of a universe, and this is what he really meant. You know, we thought it was just like, a few people, but yeah, like I feel like now watching this post-credit scene now, it's a lot more significant than it was back then. I would say A. That's great, right?
A is if S is like top, like S tier, everybody knows what S is. A would probably be great. B would be in the middle. C would be not great. D would be bad.
Yeah. So I would say A. I would say A.
I think I'm leaning more towards S because this is like the one scene that just started this whole thing. Like Iron Man 1 could have existed on its own, but this was the scene that made everyone go, "Oh, there's a larger universe. They're doing more things. They're doing the Avenger initiative." So I'm leaning more towards A. I think, or I'm leaning more towards S. Mm-hmm. I'm fine with A though. I think
we can go S. That's fine. We can go S.
Okay, we'll go S. We'll go S. They're both like really close. If there was like something in the middle, I would probably pick that. But
that's where I'm kind of at. I'm more like in the middle there.
Read my book or read Harry Potter on living room TV.
I don't know why my Google went off, but okay.
That always happens, bro.
It always happens. But yes, okay. So number one, we're gonna go with S for the Iron Man 1 post-credit scene. That's the only one in that movie. Then we have the scene from The Incredible Hulk. I believe this was a post-credit scene. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was. It's when Tony shows up, talks to General Ross. I think he says we're putting a team together, something along those lines. I'll start with this one. This is important. Yeah. It's not very memorable, I don't think.
Agreed.
I'm leaning towards the middle. I think I'm fine with it being like B. I don't know if you want to go something higher or lower.
I could do B. I was like right in between A and B because it is awesome that he's on board with this, but it's like you said, it's not very memorable. So I'm fine with B.
Yeah, it's not very memorable. Hey, we got Drifty filming here. What's going on? We follow each other on Twitter. Check out his channel. Great content. Welcome to the stream, man. We're just tier ranking every single MCU post-credit scene. We just placed Incredible Hulk. Moving on to Iron Man 2. If I can find it, because my list is out of order for whatever reason. Where is it? Okay, here it is. It's the one where we see Thor's hammer for the first time. Yeah. I like this. It's pretty short. But I really like this. I think I'm fine with B if you want to go like in the middle, but I'm leaning towards A because it's like
I'm A on this, man.
You're A, all right.
I'm A on this.
We agree on this.
I thought it was awesome.
Me and AJ rarely agree, so I'm glad we agree on this. But this was a pretty cool moment, to be honest.
It was very cool. I thought
this was it was like great. It was a great nod, a great way to expand the universe. And I think this, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but this is kind of how I play it out. I think Thor and Iron Man 2 happen around the same time. I think that's just me though.
I can see that.
They happen around the same time because this hammer being found. I think this hammer is already found by the time Thor gets to Earth.
Yeah, it is.
Or no.
Oh wait, no, it's not. They do during the film. They find it during the film.
During the film, Thor's hammer gets to Earth.
Yeah.
And by the end of Iron Man 2, it's already on Earth, meaning half of Thor, or like the first part of Thor, happens towards the end of Iron Man 2. That's how I've seen it played out. Yeah. That's how I've seen it. So
some of the events could been happening at the same time, honestly.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. I like this moment. I really like this moment.
Me too.
I think it's pretty dope. What's after that? I think it's the first Thor movie. It should be right here where we see Loki's not actually dead. He's still alive. I'm leaning more towards C for this one. I don't know about you, but
I was gonna.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that it's not bad. It's just not. It doesn't really like. Yes, it shows Loki's still alive, which is why him being alive in the Avengers makes sense. But it's like it has like barely any consequence. It barely has any sort of repercussion on what happens after. Like, yes, Loki's established to still be alive, which is true, but other than that, it's a cool scene, sure. And I think, is this where we see the Tesseract for the first time? I think it is.
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
So
I don't think we really knew what that was all about yet.
Yeah, it's important, sure, but I don't know. It's just never stuck with me. If you want to go with like B, that's also fine, but I don't think I'm willing to go higher than that.
Yeah, I would agree. I think, like, once again, I'll say this about pretty much all the post-credit scenes. They kind of feel more significant when you watch them the first time as the film comes out. But going back to watch all of them, this is what I did before this video. I went back and watched all the, post-credit scenes, mid-credit scenes, and I was like, you know what? Some of them I remember being a lot more hype for like the next films while watching it the first time than I am right now watching the compilation of all of them. So
yeah,
I would say I'm saying that all to say I would go to C as well with this one.
You would go to C. All right.
But when I watched the first time, I probably would say like B or A. Because
I'd be fine with B.
I was just hype,
or B, but the first time.
But yeah,
it's definitely just it's a whatever. It's a whatever.
Yeah,
I think
definitely now because we've seen Loki, die, come back, die again, come back, and like now it's just like okay, whatever.
Yeah, it's like a character trait for him at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a whatever scene. It's important, yes, which might like contradict what I say, where it's like, oh, the scene isn't as important, so I'm gonna place it lower. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I'm just saying, it just does. It's just like a scene that doesn't really matter to me. Like it matters to the universe, but it doesn't matter to me. I don't know if that makes sense. But next up, First Avenger, Captain America: The First Avenger. Which, side note, love the movie. I think it's incredibly underrated. Where's the scene? Like, did that have it? Oh wait, no, that didn't have a post credit scene. That just had like a short trailer for the Avengers, if I'm not mistaken. So that's just like,
it's where Steve is like punching the punching bag, and Nick comes up to him and he asks if he has a mission for him and stuff like that. Is that
that's part of it, but then it just like leans. It's just like after that, it just cuts into like a short like preview for the Avengers.
Oh, okay.
So I wouldn't consider it a scene. I would have added it. Okay, let's just say if we were to add it, where would you place it? I think I'd be fine with A for that because it is a pretty dope trailer.
A, yeah, I would definitely go A as well.
Yeah, but because I'm not considering it a post-credit scene, I didn't add it to the list. Film caffeine in here. Iron Man 3 post-credits is the most underrated in my opinion. We'll get to that. We're about to get to that. Love your poly video, by the way. Thank you for the support. Go check out Film Caffeine. Love his stuff. Great content. But yes, I do appreciate the support from you, my dude. But yeah, next up is The Avengers. This is, I don't know, this might be my favorite. I don't know. What are you thinking for the Avengers? The first time we see Thanos appear on screen.
That was epic. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
I thought that was amazing. And that's the that's like the mid-credit scene, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's before, like the mid because there's a post-credit scene all the way at the end. But yeah, I was hyped after that. So definitely, and after seeing like Endgame and Infinity War and stuff, it's even more significant. So yeah, I would go S there with that.
You're going S. All right, I'm glad because that might be my favorite post.
Yeah, it's great. Even though like the character design is a little different than what we actually get in the films, but it's still awesome.
It's just like I really like the way it's structured. It's like you don't see him, but he's there. You can feel his presence. You're like, there's somebody important here because that whoever he was talking with, I can't remember his name if we even knew his name, but whoever he was talking to, right? He's kind of like the guy Loki answers to almost. Like he doesn't like take anything from anybody, but we can see like this guy is kind of in control of the situation for the entirety of the Avengers. We can see that, and now we're seeing him answer to an even higher level of authority.
Yeah,
and you're like, who could that possibly be? Oh, turns out it's Thanos. It's like it's a really cool reveal. It's a really cool reveal. It's like it's like one of my favorite first looks at a character ever. So that was epic. That was epic. After that, Iron Man 3, which is what we were talking about not too long ago. We have the scene with Tony and Bruce, which is it's meant for comedy. Obviously, there's no effect on the MCU. What do you think about this?
Not my favorite, dude. It's just not. It's just really nothing there for me. And I didn't even find it humorous, really. So. Yeah, I didn't. I was just like, okay, it's like, it was a little awkward, honestly, to me, a little cringy, to be completely honest.
That makes a little sense. That makes a little sense.
But that's just me. That's personally, comedy is subjective. So, somebody might think something is hilarious, and then the other person like, really? No. So this one wasn't really for me, this post-credit scene, but I enjoyed the movie, though. I enjoyed the movie a lot, but the post-credit scene was like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, I really like Iron Man 3. The post-credit scene, Film Caffeine was saying it's underrated. I can see a defense for it. It is a pretty humorous moment, which is why I might lean towards C, but seeing as how you have a pretty big disdain for it, I think I might just put it.
I'm not like mad at it. I'm just like, it doesn't really do it for me. So like I'm cool with it. So I can go C, but it's just like
you can go
really
C?
add too much for me. Yeah, it just didn't add too much for me.
I'll put it below the Thor scene because I do think that's the better one. But Iron Man 3, for anybody who does not know, whenever I ranks like multiple things in the same tier, we might just like go like in ascending order. So like at the top, I have Thanos above Nick Fury because I think that's the better scene.
Agreed.
We might do that. But yeah, so Iron Man 3, it's okay. It's not my preferred post-credit scene, but I don't hate it. So there's that. What was after that? Thor: The Dark World, the movie everybody forgets. What's the... Oh wait, no. I think we missed the second scene from the Avengers. We didn't do that.
Yeah, we did. We did miss that because I wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, the shawarma scene. The shawarma scene.
Yeah, I was really like let down when this happened. I know that it was meant for comedy, and I was like, this is it. That was me personally. I was like, this is really like, I'm not satisfied by this. After what we got from the movie, it was awesome, epic, and then we got that awesome mid-credit scene, and then we get this. Like, it's basically nothing. So I don't know. That was just me.
What are you thinking?
Not my favorite.
What are you thinking?
I'd go C.
You'd go C.
I would definitely.
I'm thinking more towards B. I'm thinking more towards B just because it's a nice refresher. You see like all the fallout. You see everything has happened, obviously, and now they're just like sitting together, just eating, and it's like a nice little like kind of heartfelt moment almost. I'm fine with C, but if we do go C, I'm probably going to place it above both of the ones we have at the moment.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, sweet.
Yeah.
Let's just do that. I personally would put it in B, but I think
you'll put it in B. Oh, okay.
All right, now we get to Thor: The Dark World, which was the first one with the Collector. We see him for the first time. He gets the ether.
Yep.
Relatively important. We have a second one, which we'll get to for sure. But this one itself, I don't know. I don't really like it. I just don't. It's like it's kind of boring, if I'm being honest. It's important, yes, but it's a little just there. Like I kind of just have to watch it. Like I know what's happening in the scene. He's getting the ether. That's kind of all I need to know. It kind of goes on a little bit too long. I don't know. I'm thinking C. What are you thinking?
I think maybe B. Because it is like kind of connecting us to Guardians of the Galaxy and things like that. It does have like that significance to it. So I would probably go B, but I could see why you say C. And I'm willing to go C, but personally I'd say B.
Yeah, we'll go with B. I think if it was me, I would definitely put the shawarma scene above it. But this is
oh really?
It's a in the middle scene. I'm fine with it. With it. I do kind of see myself having to like just force myself to watch it, but it's important. It's important. I'll give it that. It's important.
It is. But I like what you said there. You kind of have to force yourself to watch it. It's kind of long, kind of boring. But yeah, I feel like the significance to Guardians of the Galaxy kind of like bumps it up a little bit for me.
Right. I could see that. Then the second Thor: The Dark World scene, which I think we both might agree is going at the bottom. It's just Thor coming back to Earth. That's all it really is.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Let's do D on that one.
Where there's not even anything to talk about.
It really isn't.
It's like you can argue that they're reaffirming his relationship with Jane, but Jane never makes another appearance after this movie. So it's like, okay, like she appears in Endgame, but like she's not a character in Endgame. So it's like,
no,
it's
she's like really basically mentioned in Endgame. Not even,
yeah. So it's like you see her, but it's not even. She didn't even come back to do it. It was just a deleted scene from this movie. So. This has nothing of value. I don't think this post-credit scene has nothing of value. It's just like why are you sitting here watching this after the movie is over?
Exactly.
So
that's how I felt about the shawarma.
Oh, that's how you feel about the shawarma scene.
That's how I felt about Avengers. But anyway, we can move on.
Yes, let's move on. We don't want to get into a tangent with that.
Right, exactly.
But okay, what's after this? Winter Soldier, the actual good MCU movie, which we disagree on. Let's see. Where's the first one? I think the first one is the one with Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver.
I think that's. Well, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's the first one. I'm thinking. I might go A. I might go below the Thor scene.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing.
Okay, all right.
Although the beginning of that, post-credit scene was kind of slow and boring to me. And I was like, where is this going? And then when they showed the twins, I was like,
yep. Whoa.
Yeah, this is awesome. So definitely I would say A for sure on this one.
Yeah, it's important to the plot. It's important. It's important to the plot because I'm pretty sure we've seen. Did we see that guy in Winter Soldier? I don't think we did, but he's dead. He plays a part in Age of Ultron. So there is that. What was his name? Stryker? Is that his name? I can't remember. But
me either.
But regardless, he's in the future, so it has some relevance. It's obviously establishing Wanda and Quicksilver.
Yeah.
I think I really like it. It's a good reveal.
I don't know if it established them. It just kind of teases them.
Yeah, it's like they exist in the universe. That's kind of
I was thinking about this scene actually, and like if we really needed it, would like it be any skin off our back if we never got it?
I think it would be a little bit. I think it kind of feels a little rushed or a little. It kind of comes out of nowhere in the Age of Ultron to see them. I think it's important if you establish them as existing in this universe. I think it's easier to watch Age of Ultron that way. But I like the reveal. I think it's pretty cool. And I like the Thor scene more, but it's still great. Okay, is there another one? There is another one with Bucky.
D
really
below
D.
Below
really
D. You know how I feel about this character, bro. I cannot stand this character. I'm not even gonna go on a tangent because we have a whole tangent that I could go through, but I'm not going to. My stance is D, but I'm gonna let you handle this one. I'm gonna let you take this one because I might be a little biased, but I don't know.
Maybe a little.
So
I think this is okay. Like it's not terrible, but I understand your feelings on the character of Bucky. I did not know you had digressed this much.
I just don't like the character, and it's always been like that though. It's always been like I don't like the character. It's not I don't hate the character. I don't think that he doesn't have potential in the future. But as of now, as he's established in the MCU, I don't like the character. So anything to do with him, really, I'm just like,
yeah. I think that might be a little biased, but
it is. I know, and I know most people don't feel that way, but
they don't. I know.
So
I think
where would you put it? I'm willing to go wherever you are.
Are you fine with C? Because
I
think it's better than the Thor: The Dark World last one.
I'm gonna let you put it wherever you want. But just know where I would put it.
Okay, that's fair.
Yes.
I'll go below the shawarma scene if that's fine. That's what I'll go with. I would place both the shawarma scene and the scene a little higher, but from what we have right now, this is how we're arranging the list. Okay. What's next? Guardians of the Galaxy. I think this is my second favorite MCU movie. Guardians of the Galaxy. The first one, there's multiple, or is there only? There's only one. It's the Howard the Duck scene.
Wait, I think there was another one where Groot is baby Groot is dancing in the pot.
I think is that part of the movie, or am I?
I think that's the mid credit scene.
I think how does the movie end? I think the movie ends with "Ain't No Mountain High Enough," and then Groot is dancing to Jackson 5. So
I think that's credits, though. I think
that might be a credit scene. Okay, well, I guess I left that one out. But if we were to do that one, I think it's a pretty fun scene. I'd go with A.
I'd probably go B. But
B? Right.
Because it doesn't really. It's just there for fun. It's not really any significance to the story. But
True.
I did have fun with it, so I'm willing to go A with it too. So
yeah, it would have been like an A. Yeah, it would have been an A or a B. This one, what do you think? I think it's nice to see Howard the Duck in there. I might go D.
Is
to
it?
Be honest.
Is it nice to see Howard the Duck?
It is, because Howard the Duck's original movie is an underrated masterpiece. So
really?
It's like, always
I haven't
nice.
seen it, so whenever I see it, I'll do a review of it, and we'll
yeah,
see
no, I'm
how
kidding.
I
It's
feel
not
about
that,
it.
It's not that good. It's not that good of a movie.
I know people, say that they like it, but nah.
It's
anyway,
it's like a funny bad.
I would say this for this scene, C, and like at the bottom. I probably enjoyed the Iron Man 3 post-credit scene more than that.
I think I might go D, because I don't really like enjoy anything about it. I just think it's nice to see him there.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't know if you're fine with D, because I'm thinking above the Thor.
I would say above the Thor scene.
Anything is better than the Thor scene. But yeah, let's
not anything, because we're getting to some other scenes that might not be.
We got Basic Entertainment in here. What's going on, man? What's going on?
Matt, what's up, man? Can't believe
Legally Blind Critic. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a
hot
take.
Believe it. Best believe it, buddy.
Far From Home has the best post-credit scene. The scene feels like Spider-Man to me.
Oh gosh.
I don't know. I might have to disagree with that.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that too, but it depends on which one he's talking about.
I'm guessing he means the first one, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
We'll get to it.
But yeah, what's after Guardians of the Galaxy? Age of Ultron. I believe that only has one, or am I overlooking another one with this?
I think it has one as well. Wait, no, two.
There's the one with Thanos.
Yeah, that's the one that sticks out to me.
Yeah, and if there's a second one, I don't know what it is.
But that one is really quick.
Yeah, that's a really quick.
There's
only one. I only remember one.
It might just be one. It might just be one. And he puts on the gauntlet and he says, I have to do it. I have to do it myself. Or if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself, or something like that.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Fine. I'll do it myself. Yeah.
I might go A, if I'm being honest.
I'd say S, man.
S, really?
I'd say S. Even though it's like 10 seconds long, I loved it.
You know what? Fine. I'll put it below Nick Fury. But
I can do that.
It's just a pretty awesome.
It gets you, like, and especially now, like I keep saying, like now after you've seen everything, it's just like, man, it even means more now.
Yeah, it's a pretty good scene. I really like both phases 1 and 2. It's just after that where I kind of fall off. But anyways, what's after Age of Ultron? Ant-Man's after that. What was the post-credit scene? Okay, it was the Civil War.
There was two. There was two of them.
And what was the second one? Was it the
one with Captain America and Sam and then Bucky, right? That's
the one I have. What was before that? Was it the scene with him being told where like Falcon shows up again and you have Luis narrating again? Is that the one?
No, the one before that was when Hank is showing Hope the suit.
That's right. Yeah. I completely forgot that. To have that one in. But anyways, if I were to do that, I think it's an okay moment. I would go B. What about you?
Are you talking about the Hope suit scene with the Wasp?
Hope suit scene.
C. I would say C.
C.
It's decent. And after seeing Ant-Man and the Wasp, it's just like kind of lost some of its significance because that movie wasn't as great as I hoped. But I'd say C, probably in between the Bucky and the Shawarma, but
I would say again, Shawarma is lower than where I would put it, but I would put it in B, the Hope scene. I think it was pretty okay. The other one with Sam, Bucky, and Cap, that one I'm leaning towards A. I'd say A. I'd say A with that one. Yeah. Would you go above the Wanda scene? I think I would.
Yes.
Above the Thor scene?
Yes.
Okay, that's where we might disagree.
We can put it there where you got it. We can put it there.
I'm thinking about this. It's pretty cool. It's a cool moment.
It is. And
but Thor's hammer, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. We can put it where you have it.
You know what? We'll let the chat decide. Chat, tell us where we should place the Civil War tease at the end of Ant-Man, below or above the Iron Man 2 scene where we see Thor's hammer. Let us know that. But
let us know. Until
then, we shall move on from Ant-Man. We'll keep an eye in the chat, but basic entertainment. The first one, JK back was, as JJ was a highlight. We'll talk about that. We will talk about that. That is what the response is going to be for all these future scenes. But for now, I think we're both okay with Civil War scene being below Thor. We'll change it based on what the chat says. Okay, after Ant-Man was Civil War. Civil War had 2 scenes. These are the 2 scenes that are the most memorable to me. Especially since seeing the movie in theaters, they always stuck with me. First one is the Black Panther tease, Bucky going back into the ice and getting like a hint, getting a hint of Wakanda.
Yeah,
where are you placing this one?
A. I would place it in an A. Yeah, below Wanda. I think it's a pretty decent scene. And we do get to see that world. And we get an exchange between Cap and T'Challa, and that's pretty dope. So
I think I'm fine with that because I know I wanted to place it below the Wanda scene. Mm-hmm. I was thinking a little bit maybe B, but I think that's pretty fair. I think that's pretty fair. The second one though, with Spider-Man. This is the what about this one? What do you think about this one?
I would probably say A as well, but I know you probably have a difference in opinion because you don't really like MCU Spider-Man. So I'm curious to see what you think of. I'm
thinking I like this scene in particular. I think it's pretty all right.
Yeah. Your opinion of Spider-Man is he was best in Civil War, right? The MCU Spider-Man.
He was the best in. I think I liked him the most in Infinity War.
Okay.
That's the one where I liked him the most. Civil War, that's like the only place I really like him, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Infinity War was like the only place I really like him. This scene is and I think he's fine in Civil War, but this scene I think is for the most part okay. I'm thinking B. I don't know if I'd go above the tease from Incredible Hulk, so that might be where we differ. What do you think?
I would put it above that. Yeah, the tease from Incredible Hulk, but we can go below that. I couldn't put it below the Collector. I couldn't do that.
Okay. I see what you mean. Mm-hmm. I don't think I would either. I'm gonna say here, and then I might compromise on another one depending on what you think later on.
Okay.
Since this is mainly towards my liking.
Yeah.
All right, Doctor Strange, which is one of my favorite MCU movies.
Yes.
There's only one, right? Or am I missing another one with this too?
Where he talks to Thor?
Well, okay, there is one where he talks to Thor. I did miss that one. I do remember it though.
Yeah.
But we have the Baron Mordo scene. I think I might like this scene more than most people. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty atmospheric. I think it's pretty intense, and it's a nice little change for Baron Mordo. What about you?
I would go B for this one, just because we didn't. I feel like we haven't gotten enough of this character. I'm ready to see more, and it just kind of like left you off on a cliffhanger, just not really knowing his motive. You kind of get his motive, his mission, but like it's not that much depth to it.
Right.
But yeah, I would probably go B.
If it was up to me,
yes,
I'd place it above. I would place it below the Civil War scene in the A tier, but because you did compromise for me, I will go with right. Is that fine above the Iron Man tease?
Yeah, that's fine. We can honestly put it in A as well if you like it that much. Let's just put it in A. Throw it in A.
All right. Well, I would place it higher than the next two scenes, but in the A tier, I think is pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
What's after Doctor Strange? Guardians. Okay, we have like 5 scenes just from that alone. What's the first one? The first one is with what's his name? Kraglin, is that his name?
I think so, man.
He's practicing with Yondu's
arrow. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What do you think about this one?
D, man.
D, really? I thought it was pretty funny. I thought it was pretty funny.
So I wasn't feeling that one.
Even though it's not where I would put it, are you fine with it being above the 2 scenes we have in the D tier?
Sure. Let's do it.
All righty. Sweet. I'll just place it right there. All right. What was the second one? I think it was the Adam Warlock one. What about that one? I think you might be a little bit nicer on that one.
You know what? The scene that we just talked about that we put in the D category, I was thinking it was the same thing as you, because I thought it was the one with Schwarzenegger.
Oh, you mean Stallone?
Stallone, yeah.
Yes.
Stallone. My bad. No.
Was in the MCU.
No, not Schwarzenegger. Stallone. Yeah, I thought that was the one.
Okay, yeah, then I would agree with you.
Refresh my memory about the one that we just did.
It was the one where he's what's playing in the back? I think it's what's the name? Surrender by Cheap Trick. That's the one. I love that song. That's the one playing in the back. That's the song playing in the background. He's practicing with it, and then he like whistles like a little too loud, and it goes and hits Drax. I think it's like in his neck or something.
Oh,
or
yes.
Maybe it's his thigh. I can't remember right, but that's the one I was talking about. Do you want to
throw that one where you want?
All right.
It doesn't have to be in D.
I
was thinking of something totally different.
I'll go below the Shawarma scene, above Bucky and Winter Soldier. That's where I'll place it. After that is Adam Warlock. Him finally being revealed, despite playing no real relevance to Infinity War or Endgame. Regardless, where would you place it?
You go first, man.
I'll go first. Okay. Obviously, Adam Warlock, cool character. Really like him. Just a tease, but it's a cool tease. I was thinking in the middle, maybe above. Like in B, below probably the Iron Man tease from Incredible Hulk. What about you? Are we disagreeing on this one?
Yeah, I would. No. I could do that. We
can do that. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet.
Yeah.
We're moving along pretty nicely. I think we have some new activity in the chat. Ryan's in here. What is going on, man? What is going on? What is up, my bros? Dude, we just tier ranking some post-credit scenes. That's what we're doing. But all right, glad we agree on that one. I think after that is the one with Stallone. He kind of unites his group of Ravagers. This is where you were thinking D.
I was thinking D on this one. Yeah,
I think I agree.
Yeah,
it's an okay moment, but again, not preferred. Personally, it's probably going to play relevance later on, but as of right now,
if it does play relevance later on, I would probably put this scene in a different category. But since we haven't seen that yet, I'm just like, nah. Not for me.
I think that's a pretty cool spot to place it. And then after that, we have the teenage Groot scene, with him playing video games and Star-Lord coming in to check up on him. What about that one? That's a kind of
I would say scene. C, honestly. It is like whatever scene, but I might put it above the Iron Man 3.
Above Iron Man 3. I need to think about that because I don't think I would place it above the Thor one. But
I wouldn't put it above the Thor one either.
You know what? Yeah, I agree. Let's place it above that. All right. And then the final one, which is a continuation of what we saw in Volume 2. We saw Stan Lee's cameo, and then he comes back and he's like, no, wait, I've got so many more stories to tell. That's the one that we're talking about. What about this one? I thought this was kind of nice. I liked it.
I liked it a lot. I would say A on that one.
A, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I would say A. I liked it a lot.
You know what? I'll compromise. Let's go with that. Let's go. Because it's a pretty cool, like, obviously the reveal itself is in the movie that
Yeah.
Stan Lee is all in all these different places because he is part of this group. But yeah, it's a I'll compromise. I'll go with that. I think that's pretty cool. Yo. Yes, sir, Ryan. What's after that? Guardians Volume 2, Spider-Man Homecoming. I think it has pretty cool scenes. What was the first one? It was the scene with
prison scene.
Yes, prison scene. I like the scene. I might go A.
I love the scene actually, and I could go A as well. I don't know. I'm honestly, if it was me, I'd probably go S.
Okay.
For this scene, but I could definitely go A for sure.
Yeah, I think I might like it more than the Stan Lee one. I don't know about the Baron Mordo one. I think I'll place it right there in the middle, but I really like that scene. I really do. After that was the Captain America. He was doing the whole video thing, and he showed up. This was funny. I'll admit this was a funny scene. What are you thinking?
I would disagree. I didn't think it was funny. I didn't think it added anything, and I was a little disappointed.
Yeah, I was hoping there was something more than it, but
I was as well.
I think Are we fine with C? Are we doing C?
We can do C. Personally, I would probably do D, but
all right.
We could do C.
I think I'll do right below. I'll do right below the Thor scene. Is that fine?
That's fine.
All righty, sweet. Let's do that. Okay, what's after Spider-Man Homecoming? Thor Ragnarok, a movie I don't really like. All right. What was was there only one? There was two. I'm pretty sure I have both.
There was two.
Yes.
So yeah,
yes,
the one where Thor is standing next to Loki.
Yeah. That was
I would say
intense.
A.
That was pretty intense, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was. And it kind of just led us right into Infinity War.
Yeah, I'm agree with that. I'm gonna go with A. Below Stan Lee, above Stan Lee, what are we thinking?
I would say above Stan Lee. I would even go above I would say above Stan Lee.
Yeah, I wouldn't go above Michael Keaton, but
yeah, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. I was thinking about that, but
it was a pretty cool moment. It was a pretty cool moment. The second one with the with what was his name? Grandmaster.
And Grandmaster, yeah.
Yeah, he like crash lands. I don't really care for this. It's like
you're gonna go D on this one.
Yeah, it's like whatever. Okay. It's not even that funny. Okay, do you think it's funny?
I do actually. I would probably go C, but we can do D.
I'll go below the Stallone scene if I'm being honest.
Okay.
Okay. What's after that? Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther. Black Panther had the scene where he announces Wakanda is like open to trade. Is that what he does? I haven't seen the movie in forever. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think about this? Because I haven't seen the scene.
I would say B. Because
B.
It is significant, very significant to the story.
Yep.
And
for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. So I would go B.
I'll go. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, go ahead. No, you go ahead and say what you were going to say.
I was saying like above the collector scene. That's what I was thinking.
Yes.
All right, sweet.
Yes, that's fine.
Any additional thoughts? Or?
Nah, it was dope though. I enjoyed that scene a lot.
All right, next scene. I think I know where you're going to place it. The one with Bucky, him coming out of the ice. Where you or I don't know if he came out of the ice, but he was like, he's not in the ice anymore. Gets the new arm. Where are you going with this one?
I'd say C.
C. Okay, that's better than I thought.
Yeah, I'd say C because the arm is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I might go below the Captain America scene. Above the last two ones we have in there. I think that's a pretty reasonable spot for it.
I think so,
to be honest. All right, 4 scenes left. Infinity War, Captain Marvel tease. Where are we going with this?
We're gonna be really different on this one. I feel like I'd say I'm like in between B and A on this one.
B and A.
I really like Captain Marvel as a character, but
I agree. I think B is where I'm thinking.
Oh really? Okay, that's a little surprising to me, but that's dope.
I'll go above the collector scene. if that's okay.
Okay, that's not necessarily where I would put it, but
Right. But
it's your channel.
That's true. That's true. Okay, what's after that? Ant-Man and the Wasp, crappy movie, but post-credit scene, pretty solid. I think I would
dope post-credit scene.
I go a high B.
Yeah,
unless you want to go a little higher. All right, high B.
I put it above the Adam Warlock, honestly.
I don't know about that. That's where we're gonna disagree, to be honest.
You put it below. Okay. I was gonna say you put it below Spider-Man. Okay.
Yeah, I'd go above Spider-Man, but this was this was a pretty nice scene. Not gonna lie. Then we had Captain Marvel. I think you might be a little higher on it than me. She meets the Avengers. I'm thinking B for this one as well. What about you?
B is good.
B
is good for this one as well.
I'll go below Black Panther for this. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. All right.
That's good.
2 scenes left. We're finally 2
scenes. I know.
At the Far
about
From
an
Home.
Hour in.
Yep. We actually went through that pretty nicely.
Yeah, I think so too. And we didn't have too many differences. Like some of them were different, but not too many.
Not terrible.
Not like getting angry at each other.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
Cursing each other.
Yeah. That might happen in the future. Who knows? That might be a possibility. Maybe. But all right, 2 scenes.
Maybe with these next 2 scenes. I don't know.
Who knows? The possibilities are endless. But the first one we get a lot of things happen actually. We get the swing ends, which the thing. Okay, here's what I don't like about this scene. This could have been the end of the movie, but it could have.
It really
for whatever reason. It was like, why? People who love the theater miss the ending of your movie. It's
very important.
It's a pretty important thing because this is what Spider-Man 3 is probably going to be about unless they resolve it off screen. So it's like, I don't know. This is pretty important.
I don't feel like this deserved to be a post-credit scene either. I think it needed to be part of the movie.
Yeah, it's not deserving to be a post-credit scene, but we get J.K. Simmons back, which is epic.
Awesome.
Epic beyond all proportions. And we get Spider-Man's identity getting revealed. Where are you going to place this?
I would probably say, personally, I know you're probably going to be different than me.
Yeah.
Personally, I would say A, because I really enjoyed this scene a lot. And the fact that we got JJJ back, and like the whole reveal of the identity was like just so like crazy and like different. And I feel like Spider-Man always has this kind of formula to it, and this really doesn't happen, especially like in a live action Spider-Man film. So
yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. What about you, man?
I know how you feel about
B. Okay.
Yeah.
I know how you're feeling about this movie, so
yeah. But
as a whole,
I think JK coming back is like enough to get it out of C or D.
Mm-hmm.
The other half of it, though, they're kind of rushing everything, and I don't like that. They're rushing through these stories, not really giving them enough time to formulate, not giving them enough time. Like, sure, you can make the argument that May being okay with him being Spider-Man is because she's had time to cope with it. Okay, that's a nice arc that I would love to see, but it's not shown.
Agreed.
So it's like, either way, it's kind of a bummer. So they rush through that, which is like one of the biggest scenes or biggest moments in Spider-Man. And I don't want them to rush this. And they're kind of moving fast. They're moving at a pretty fast pace that I don't like. So it's like right in the middle for me. I think I'd place it below the Black Panther post-credit scene. It's like right smack dab in the middle, probably.
Okay.
What are you thinking? How should we compromise?
I could see that. No, I could see that.
All right.
There.
All right.
Yeah. I'm just glad that you're willing to put it in B.
Oh yeah,
I know how you feel about this movie.
Yeah, no, it's not awful. But we have arrived at the final post-credit scene in the MCU.
Final scene, man.
Oh boy, what a bad way to end this.
Oh my gosh.
Oh crap! What are you thinking?
I almost have no words for this one. I don't like it. That's
Yes.
I can't say that. I can't say that.
Yeah.
But it just was. I don't know, man. I don't understand why it needed to happen.
I saw this scene in the theater after like experiencing that high with the first one with JK coming back and everything.
Yeah.
And I saw the scene and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah,
Why are you letting me down like this? What is happening?
I kind of wish I didn't see it. I wish it never happened, and I kind of wish I would have left before I saw it.
Everybody. Yeah, good.
Because I was kind of like on a high from the movie, and I enjoyed the movie when I watched it. But it wasn't like I didn't love it, but I liked it a lot. And then that mid-credit scene was, kind of huge. It was huge, basically.
It was, yeah.
But then, seeing this, it just kind of was like, I really wish I would have left. I wish I wouldn't have stayed around for this. Because now it's just like Nick Fury wasn't Nick Fury the whole movie. Like, what?
Like,
why?
When you look at it,
and then you have to incorporate these.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying when you have to incorporate the scrolls, like, just didn't mesh well with me.
Like, here's the thing: when you look at some of the decisions, Talos makes. It's like, why did Nick Fury trust this imbecile? Why is this happening? We don't even know how long he was Nick Fury. So for all we know, that was Talos at Tony's funeral, which is
exactly. It's Talos everywhere. Like it could have been
Talos. There are Talos everywhere. It's like, what is going on?
It could have been Talos and what was it? Winter Soldier.
Well, yeah, I think I'm pretty sure in Age of Ultron, you see him cutting his sandwich in like a triangle, and I think he said at some point that he likes his sandwiches that way. So maybe, but who knows? Maybe he told Talos that, and he's just trying to helping to maintain the illusion. It's like maybe that's what he's doing. So this scene, I was like the entire week leading up to this movie's release, I'm hearing everyone go crazy over post-credit scenes. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen. And I see that first one. I'm like, okay, I can understand the hype. What's going to happen in the second one? Because here's what I heard, right? It was like one scene is going to be like monumental for Spider-Man movies going forward, and one scene is going to be monumental for the MCU going forward. And I'm here watching it, and I'm like, okay, that first one was pretty monumental. Maybe not monumental, but it was like, okay, it was huge. Thing. It's a different thing for Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was different.
Not really been done before. I could also see an argument being made that that's a big thing for the MCU, but regardless, right? And I'm just thinking, I'm like, holy crap, maybe what they meant was Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are coming back. That's what's so big about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh boy, I'm ready for this. And I see this, and I'm like, oh, frick. Like, wow.
Yeah.
What a bummer. What a sad way. Like, Far From Home is already a bad way to end the MCU, and you ended with a post-credit scene so bland and so it's like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm thinking D. I'm thinking like a high D, maybe below Stallone. I don't know about you though.
I would say below
or you know what?
What?
I'm gonna place this below the Grandmaster one.
Grandmaster.
Maybe even Howard the Duck.
Yes, below Howard the Duck. Let's do it. Let's do it. Below Howard the Duck.
But that does it. We just finished the entire MCU. We missed a couple ones, but here's how our list goes. Or I'm not going to read the entire list. The worst one we think is Thor the Dark World's second scene with Thor coming back to Earth. And the best one we think is the Thanos reveal from the Avengers. That's how our list formulates. Let us know, for those of you in the chat, let us know how you would disagree. Those of you watching this as a regular video, first of all, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the replay. Leave me your list in the comment section down below. how would you rank these scenes? Include the ones that I didn't include because, I just blanked. All those scenes, let us know in the comment section. But that's going to do it for the tier list itself. Before we head out, we are obviously going to talk a little bit with AJ as far as his channel is concerned, as far as, content-wise, what you got coming up, where can the people find you? Let us know all of that.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me on doing this tier list. It was fun. It always is fun, man. But yeah, you can find me AJREACTS 2 on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd, Twitch, AJREACTS 2. And what I do is I talk movies, TV, music. I have some music video reactions coming up. I got some movie reviews coming up actually. Yeah, so check me out over there. And thanks again for having me, man.
All right, sweet. Will do. Appreciate having you here. This was a fun time. As far as I am concerned, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Letterboxd, all at CertainVids. I have links in the description box for that. As far as content is concerned, just released 2 videos. One was the One Spectacular Scene collab with a bunch of creators in the community. I believe that's linked in the description box. And then another video, which was part of another collab, not the one that I started, though. It was the One Horrifying Moment, which was just talking about a horrific scene, maybe in a horror movie, maybe not in a horror movie. I picked the Prowler reveal from Into the Spider-Verse. That was a really fun video to make. Hope people check that out. There's another playlist that has like a couple of my recent videos that's also linked, so check that out. Check out the One Spectacular Scene one. Both of those are up right now, and I'm working on the video for November, which is my favorite movie from every year I have been alive. Thought it was fitting since my birthday is this month. I thought it would be fitting, to do it around that time. So that is coming up. I'm excited for that one. That's going to be like, it's another video essay, but it's like kind of different from like the normal analysis stuff. So that is coming up, of course. But yes, socials are linked in the description. Check out AJ, show him some love, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, have a great rest of your day and stay positive.
See you.